Alright gents, we got ourselves a little bit of Twitter drama on here, but before we get into it, go get a snack, get comfortable, and let's get into it. So if you haven't heard already, famous Minecraft YouTuber and content creator Tommyinnit has been bullied on Twitter. By who, you ask? Minecraft stands. It's Minecraft stands. And here's the most ridiculous reason why he's getting bullied. It's because he's friends with Jay Schlatt. I know. Just for context, if you don't know who Jay Schlatt is, he's basically a content creator and he gets canceled a lot on Twitter. He's basically uncancelable up until this point. But because of the fact that so many people have tried to cancel him and they found out that he cannot be canceled at all, they started going after people associated with him. That's generally how cancel culture works when it's on Twitter. And now Twitter's intended target is Tommyinnit. For about a day or two, Tommyinnit's name was trending #1 on Twitter just because he's friends with Schlatt. At some point, the bullying and harassment got so overwhelming and so toxic that Tommy literally just said, "I just want to go to therapy. I cannot handle this," and he basically just walked off of Twitter. So at least in this case, it's Twitter bullying a child because Tommy's 17 years old. Now, I personally don't understand why people would actually try and go after a 17-year-old for being associated with another person that they don't like for a petty reason, but that's the Minecraft stands for you. A couple of them have done very horrific things, such as fan art that's rather very sexualized. For example, Tommyinnit and Tubbo, who are both underage. It had even got to the point where Charlie, aka Moist Critical, had to go up on YouTube and speak about the situation, denouncing these Minecraft stands and their actions.
Minecraft Twitter, what's up with that, huh? So recently this happened with Tommyinnit. Tommyinnit, very popular Minecraft player. He's a 17-year-old kid. And these bloodthirsty warriors on Twitter recently blasted him multiple times over the course of a couple days, and then he finally made an announcement saying that it's just been too much for his mental health and he's having to go to therapy now and doesn't really want to engage online anymore. Twitter is the most miserable place on the planet. It'd be more fun to live in an active war zone than it would be to spend an hour on Twitter. Truly vile garbage with absolute trash people on that platform. Pretty much anytime anything happens with a Minecrafter, it trends #1, blocking out actual important things in the world. So it really is truly just an overall detriment to have this level of celebrity worship be commonplace and normalized on Twitter.
Now, I cannot agree anymore with Charlie. He's right, he's spot on. These Minecraft stands are really just going out of control. It's one thing for not liking or disliking a content creator just because they're associated with some other person that you don't necessarily agree with or that you don't necessarily watch their content or like per se. Everyone has their own opinions, not everyone is going to be liked, everyone is going to have haters in their life, and that's fine. But it's another thing to try and attack people for it because you in your mind think that you're in the right and they're always going to be in the wrong. And there always seems to be this type of problem happening in the Minecraft community. You don't see it almost anywhere else. And part of the blame does lie with the content creator who does allow some of this type of stuff to go by. And the other part does go with the Minecraft stands or the stands themselves because they blow things out of proportion. Now, I do want to talk about a point that Charlie mentioned in his video about how the stands really grow.
I really think parents need to do a better job of raising their children and monitor their online activities, because what's happening is these YouTubers are unintentionally raising a whole generation of kids. And if it's not the YouTubers doing it, it's the children in the fandom raising other children on Twitter to join the fandom like a fucking cult. It's like Lord of the Flies shit with children raising each other, which is why you're having things like this happen.
In this sense, Charlie is pretty much right. And through this method, the larger and larger the fandom will grow, the more toxic it will become. Because the stands at least understand one thing. If you can manipulate the content creator by using your emotions because you know that they are only there to entertain and please their audience to a certain extent, you can make them do whatever you want if they allow it. And that's how these stands really get their power. I mean, it's just a sad situation to see Tommyinnit get bullied off of Twitter like this. We've seen this happen with KSI and other content creators that just really do this. Now, I understand at some point there are some content creators that take things too far and they should be canceled, but cancel culture just basically goes after anyone and everyone that disagrees with their audience, or at least the people trying to cancel them, against their views. All I can say is that I hope Tommy does receive the love and support that he deserves. He doesn't deserve this type of thing to happen to him. It's one thing to go after a fully grown adult, but to go after a child, you went after a child just because he's friends with someone that you don't like for a petty reason. That has to be one of the most immature things that I've ever seen in my entire life. But then again, we live in an age where people have technology and instant gratification is a must in order for us to survive, which in that case is pretty sad. What do you guys think about the Tommy situation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you liked this video, make sure to slap that like button and subscribe for more. I hope y'all are chilling and having a great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, gents.